Hi, here we are walking together. I want to show you hopefully a ruin in the background, so we're just on a little walk. Oh, it must be coming into view now. There it is. So these videos aren't just about me walking around showing you beautiful mountains and flowers and things. Hopefully these videos are helping you to change your perspective by seeing these like little short clips of consciousness all the time and realizing where you can grow in your own experience perhaps, or see life a bit differently. And that's what I love about what I've been practicing and playing with and being with so many people over the years in retreats, meditation retreats, is talking to people about daily life and about how we see life and how we interpret life. Which sounds really weird, but it's like we're taking a class in it, because that's where everyone stumbles, right? In the relationships and how to operate together, how to handle the monies, how to book things, how to assess time, how to handle relationships. I mean, the list just goes on. When I teach the basics of this meditation that I do, we ask people, what are the greatest stresses in your life? And honestly, you could go on all day. And it typically always comes down to the most common, the ones that sort of like underlie all the rest of them. We call them like the root stresses. And it's always wrapped around time, around relationships, around family, around work, around money. It might be around your health, but it seems to be the same things. And this is all over the world. So we teach all over the world, and it always comes down to the same root stresses of what's actually haunting people or creating their idea of disconnect, their feeling of disconnection, how they disassociate with themselves, how they just feel unhappy and want change, which is why a lot of people come to meditation. They realize they want to change. Here we go. Here's a mountain and some clouds again, just to show you some pretty things, because I realized I'm not actually, whoops, yeah, my hand as well. And so the basis of meditation is actually not to change those things and help you in those things, but really to show you where you're thinking. Because those things in themselves are just things, right? We have money, we make money, we lose money. We have time, we lose time. We want more time, we manage our time. We have family, we have our dynamics, we have our relationships, the good, the bad, the whatever they are. But it's you and how you're thinking. That's what you can change with meditation. And the interesting thing is that's the surface of it. That's the kind of like the fundamentals of beginner's guide to meditation, because that's what it looks like. We want to change ourselves, and here's some tools that help us find more peace, more happiness, more contentment. And then the bigger picture of meditation starts to dawn. And that's this idea or this understanding that you can live in this peace, and that this peace actually starts within and can be recognized within and then recognized everywhere. This love can be experienced inside you and then just is recognized in this present moment, and then is recognized everywhere. And it doesn't need anyone or anything to actually make it happen or to support it. It just is. So it's self-fulfilling, it's self-evident, it's self-created and sustaining. And that love is unconditional. It's also a divine love, if you want to call it that way, because it's beyond me loving you, me loving that plant, me loving my life. It's beyond that. It's existence itself. And so then it starts to become recognized as holy or sacred or divine. So the heartbeat of meditation really is finding or returning to the realization of what really exists in this moment for all of us, and why this world even exists. And it's not just to be a little bit more peaceful or a little bit more happy. it's actually the enormity of our divine role and the whole heartbeat of life on earth, or life in the cosmos, even if we don't want to put any boundaries on anything. And that experiencing of stillness, of silence, of the infinite can be very obvious and very natural if you start to use a meditation practice that enhances that or clearly shows you that. Because a lot of people in their practices might hear about it and wish for it, try to invoke it, talk about it, but experiencing it and living from it is something completely different. It's a game changer, because then it's so obvious and so normal that to think and to worry and to feel disconnected from that divine source becomes very unnatural. Just as it should, because if it's the infinite, it should be everywhere, right? How can the infinite not be everywhere? Otherwise it wouldn't be infinity. I love that one because it just fries your brain. You go, so where is it then? Here, now, rest in it. Stop thinking. So the basis of meditations always feels like I'm trying to improve my life. I'm trying to do something good for me. I'm trying to calm myself down, which is always a good starting place because we are addicted to thinking and we are stressed out people, human beings. And then you start to tap into what meditation's really about, which is the return or the reconnection with the infinite and with our divinity. And I don't think that's talked about so much. So I'm really glad that this video's gone there, because I never know really how these videos are going to go. I just kind of yabba dabba along and something comes out that I hope is worthy for you to listen to. But this one is like realizing that your divinity, your divine nature isn't separate from you. You're not trying to get somewhere or look for something. You're actually needing to just rest into it and be it. And this meditation practice anyway, the Bright Path, teaches you that and guides you there. And hopefully any other meditation practice that you might be doing or people are doing is helping you with that also. Because to me, one of the greatest shames, the greatest mistakes of a human is if we don't realize our divinity. Like, it's a shame if we go through life missing that point or missing that experience, because then life's more about the struggle or about trying to make ends meet or trying to work out, if this job's it. Who am I? But when your life, when your world, when your day is filled with recognizing your divinity, then everything just makes sense. It's so easy because everything's divine. Everything's already in its place. It already has its purpose and its role. You don't have to look for it and squeeze it in and make it happen. That's really cool. The only way I got to know about this or to experience this was through my practice of meditation. So I feel very blessed that that's the person I've become, that I live in a world of divine wonder and enjoyment, and that struggle to try and work out, what's my purpose and why am I here. Like, I'm so thrilled, so blessed that I know that. I know why I'm here and I know who I am. I mean, not as this is it, because that's finite, right? But the infiniteness of this reality. It's such a blessing to know that. So if I can help you in any way, let me know. And it would be my absolute privilege and joy to share anything I know with you. Okay, ciao.